Good morning. Excuse me. Happy Friday. Um, I'm early. I was watching Amy Travel's video this morning. It was from 2 days ago. It was a short where she was coloring a page. It looks like it was a mythographic page, and with a face on it, and she colored it with, with brown skin, and she was having kind of a struggle with it and was asking for advice or whatever. I left a comment on Amy's video, and yeah, it can be a struggle, and I was telling her what I haven't perfected this at all, but that a lot of times what I do now is I tend to go in, like, I don't use markers because I'm challenged with markers anyway. um but I use colored pencils, and I tend to go in, like, I will just very lightly, like, I will build up the color um with light layers of pencil, and then at some point where I feel like I got the tone I want and I got the right pencil or whatever, then I'll go in like maybe a little bit heavier or whatever, or I'll do some blending. um that, from what I recall, when I think about how I approach it, and I've approached it in the past, I think that's what I do. The recent past, it's taken some time to learn how to do this. um in a way, I almost approach it like putting on makeup. I love makeup, and I don't wear it like I used to, but I've loved makeup for a long time, and the struggle of finding a good foundation has always been a problem for me to this day. Like, when I wear a foundation, I am always using at least two different colors, because it's like part of my skin has a red tone. You might even be able to see this from looking at my hand. I have part red tones and part yellow tones, undertones in my skin. Ooh, my skin looks awful this morning. And this is my hand, not my face, so it's a little different on my face, but you can still see. I have part red tones, I have part yellow tones, and then I have some darker tones that, like, I don't even know, they're kind of like neutral undertone and kind of cool. So I've always had to deal with that kind of thing with putting on foundation, and I think that's kind of what has helped me with coloring skin tones, is I kind of like almost approach it like I color my face. So I figured I have these pictures from PDFs from Foxy Colors book, The Ting Now Law. I can't say that right with the braces on, which is now on Amazon, by the way. Um, and so I have one that has a smaller face, which I feel braver to do on here. And then I have one with a bigger face, which I'm going to try and build up to the courage to do on here. Um, and yeah, maybe this will help. I don't know. Now I might mess these up, so, like, you can see my mess up too, and then you can adjust accordingly so you don't mess up. But one thing about, like, with the bigger faces, um, it's a challenge for me because it takes more time, and because I have to really watch my pencil strokes. I got to do the thing that Bubble Studio taught me about doing, like, small circles, and, like, and it's hard for me to do that, and this much surface. But I'm gonna try. But I'm gonna start with this one first, because you know maybe get my color thing together. And another thing that I noticed with coloring brown skin tones and faces, and even like all skin tones, trying to get it consistent or whatever, is ooh, what was I gonna say? Oh, is the pencil and the paper. So, like, I found that something that has worked for me in one book, or on, cardstock, if I print it out in cardstock, one thing that will work on that won't, the pencil that pencil brand won't work the same way in another book with different paper. It'll give me different issues. It won't go down the same or whatever. So I also struggle with that. Like what pencil should I use that's going to let me, put the skin tone down the way I want it to. Um, so I'm going to be using Derwent ChromaFlow pencils because they're all out all over my desk. And this is a PDF that I printed on what is my favorite paper now. And I'm going to give you the name of it. I got to go in my orders list because I never remember it. It's called, and I'll try to remember to link this under the video, but like I'm not so good at going back and doing anything that has to do with editing at all. I'm just, I don't have enough brain power. So, Printworks. It's called Printworks. Oops, trying to type it now. Printworks white cardstock. And it's 67 pounds. What does it say? 147 GSM. Vellum Bristol. That's the name of it if you search for it on Amazon. And let me see. Comes 250 sheets, so I got enough to last me for a while. $15 for 250 sheets. I like this so much better than Astro Bright. So much better. No words. So I'm gonna look for all my brown pencils. I happened to buy a bunch of brown pencils. Yes, I got my brown pencils that I purchased from what do you call it? Blick, because I needed a backup because I'm always having a problem finding browns in in the ChromaFlows. I don't know why. I mean, I have the full set, but like it's like I don't know. I just keep having problems. I always wind up going to Raisin, and Raisin has a lot of red in it, and it's just I love the color. It's actually my favorite color in Derwent, and then I also wind up mixing up the what do you call them? The purples with the brown. I don't know why I do that. I do that in the Prismacolors too. Okay, so I'm trying to find browns. I'm gonna need some tans. Oh, see, I got the new ones mixed up with the old ones. That's kind of a problem. I'm thinking that willow. I may need that. I think I'm gonna need something like with a different to get like that undertone. Something peachy or excuse me. Maybe this. And I could swatch this. That is a thought. Like I said, just a thought. Am I going to do it? I don't know. You know me and swatching. It's not my thing. But that might be something to do. But then when I swatch it sometimes, it doesn't turn out the same when I do my picture. So let's see. That might be too pink, but I'm going to get it anyway. It's a purple. No, coffee bean. That's my older coffee bean. That's purple. So I'm going to try and show the pencils as I use them so you can like track what I did, and then even if what I do turns out caca, you'll know what not to do. You can kind of estimate for yourself, oh, I think I would do it in this order rather than that order, or whatever. I'm just a hack. I'm not a I'm no pro. Oh, that's a nice pink. Maybe that one. And probably I need to think more about undertones, and I probably would hit it better every time if I made a concerted effort. Thinking back to the video that making art with Mrs. M when she was on Foxy Colors live and was teaching us how to do skin tones. So some of this comes from that, from what the things that I retained that I can remember from that. Um, and I was trying to find that video. Oh, no, not that. I'm looking for some colors for undertones. I probably should put this case in front of me instead of leaving it at the side. But is this the same color as that one? What's that? Leaf green. No, I do need to put these pencils away soon. Then I'm going to pull a bunch of them out and then just kind of examine. Okay, I can't do this and this though. Whoa, they're going to fall. That's why I don't keep it in the top of my desk. Not enough room. I have too much stuff at this part of my desk right now before me that I don't have room to put the case. But I'm going to take these out and kind of look at them and see. Because that's going to be the first thing I put down. And that's something I remember from making art with Mrs. M. We did put down some non-skin tone colors underneath. I don't know, was it green? Was it a green? I'm afraid to do the green, but I might swatch that. That might help. And let me do something because I want... Is that going to be too bright if I turn this on? Maybe. Let's see. I need to see some Jason Lewis Mind Amend, even if I don't listen to it. Oops. There was a second of it. Because I don't want my other computer to go off. Let's see. Still searching for a color. See, this is the thing. When you get used to a certain color in a set of pencils, and then and how they work, and then you go to another type of paper, and then it doesn't work. That's always a problem. So I'm always in guess mode when I'm doing this. And some of these ChromaFlows, they have too much of a gold to them. And so, they look like they're brown and they're gold, or they look like they're light pink and they're darker pink. They look like they're yellow and they're actually green. So that's kind of part of my struggle with the pencils. Child, we're just pulling everything out. I think it's been a while since I looked at some of these. What is this one? It looks gray. What does that say? Biscotti. So I'm just going to pick some in Nutshell. I don't remember seeing this one. Nutshell. That looks like a nice color. And Mocha. And why didn't I see all these on the open stock thing? That's interesting. Will they stay? Will they stay? Oh, too many pencils. I really got to put these away this weekend. But I've been staying in these ChromaFlows so much that I kind of, I don't know, kind of don't want to put them away. But don't know. I think I have the 72 set because I got the 72 set or whatever before they came out with the 150. I wonder what colors are in the 150. Okay. I want to see. Where's my. I had a scrap piece of paper. Now I can't find it. I'm going to do a little swatching. I to see. Now the thing about this too is like with doing this bigger one, when I see a bigger face like this, it's kind of like I want a bigger diameter pencil, something that's going to cover more space, so I'm not sitting there with a little pencil and just like, because that leaves me more room to like have just a little too much pressure on the pencil in one little spot as I'm making that little tiny circle, and then like I got this dark thing there that I gotta somehow try to blend out, and sometimes they won't blend out. So let me see. This is the nutshell. Okay, that's a pretty color. Uh-oh. Where's this been all my life? Why haven't I used it? Let's do some of the browns. What color is this? Mocha. I don't know. Maybe these will be okay right out the box, which would totally like kind of make this video like null and void, but these are the new ones. Those are like not things I didn't have before. So keep this separate. Natural brown. And one of my things is I'm trying to, like in my list of things I'm trying to learn how to do is to color really, really dark skin. And I haven't nailed that yet. Not that I've nailed any of them, but I definitely haven't. Like that one is like on my list of like to finally get that skin tone on something that looks good to me, that I like how it looks. So there should be more. Where's coffee bean? I need coffee bean. It's another brown in this set. There's another natural brown. No, not that one. I want the coffee bean. Is this it? Yep, coffee bean. I wish I could show it in markers, but like I said, I'm challenged with markers, period. So I'm not able to do that. But maybe watching some of the videos that Foxy's had with Foxy and Friends on Fridays would help, because those ladies seem to be pretty skilled at markers. Okay, this is brown sugar. Okay. So what's some of these? Okay, Willow. And this is the one I don't know why I can't find. my one from the original set. I'm probably just overlooking it, but I just don't see it. Okay, so that's that. I wonder what would happen if I like this willow. And even just kind of like looking at my hand. Nutshell brown sugar. See, I got them. I got all those colors in my hand. This is what makes skin tone so hard. Okay, so let's just do this. Now there's a little bit of grayscale on here on the cheeks. So what do we want to start with? I don't even know if I need an undertone, but I kind of want one. I'm kind of thinking of using this Parmesan. Parmesan, or is this one as pale as I think? Yeah. This is, what does it say? Melon. Ugh. And kind of, because I think this has a little bit. Oh, that's Parmesan too. Oop, don't need that one. What's this? Chai? I can't tell what color that is. It's almost like you can't really tell what to put on a face until you put it on the face. What is this one? Morning Mist. Maybe keeping this chart and just continuing to work on faces would help me, I don't know, kind of figure out a real way to deal with this. Got a purple, because I remember we were purple and green. There's something going on with that when we were doing when Mrs. M Makes Art was doing that live. And I do wind up somehow automatically putting in some kind of light purple to, like, like how you see those corrective powder things at makeup counters and things. Kind of like that, where in there they have like one that's kind of what's purple, like light purple, one that's light green, um, one that's yellow, and one that's white. Not that I ever totally figured out how to use them, but because I don't like heavy makeup, so it's like, pile more on. I have some of that stuff, but I don't use it. Did I already do this? No. I want to see what this looks like. Oh, that's a nice color. It has a brown undertone. And look at the end of the pencil. Like, how that doesn't tell me that that's what I would have in there. Biscotti. I almost feel like I should start with that one. I'm going to have to print more pages of this picture. Is that natural brown again? Don't need that. Did I do a pink? Didn't really do a pink. Are these the same or different? One is rose pink and one is salmon. And they both need to be sharpened. So I'm just kind of swatching all of my potentials for what I might put into a skin tone. I have found myself like grabbing these kind of colors whenever doing a skin tone, and because it kind of color unconsciously. I can't say when or how I did it, but I know I have grabbed for these kind of colors in any set of pencils whenever I was doing a skin tone. I want it in like an olive green. I really want to know if, let's see, is there one in here I can use that will. It's really hard to tell with these chroma flows sometimes what color the pencil really is. That's like my struggle with them. But I like them. It's this one. Foliage, pear, pickle. Okay, well, I'm going to swatch them and then we'll find out which one I wind up using. If I use it now or in the future. And then if there's one that it really is like it's a big no, I'll just cross it off. I have to save this list somewhere. I was trying to find that video this morning that I've been referring to, so I could watch it before doing this. Because I distinctly remember there being green. I was like, where is that green? What is it? Like, where is that again? Because I'm scared. But I couldn't find it, so I thought I had it in my coloring ideas thing, and then I thought, well, I need to go to Foxy's channel to find it. Okay, I think this one has the most potential because there's no yellow in it. Pickle. And this one is pear. Okay. So let's try this and see what happens. You know, I could print out more pages too with this and do several. I wonder, do I have a... I might already have some faces printed out. Because I had a... Yeah, this is one thing where I was trying to figure out faces. And I wrote down what I used in them. And yeah, if you look at the bottom here, how I had blended colors. I swatched to see what it would get to. Trying to figure it out. I know I have some faces in here somewhere. I would think. Maybe I put them somewhere else. Did I do her face yet? Going through my PDF. One of my PDF folders. I thought I had more. Okay, here we go. This is when I was trying to figure out faces. Okay, we do have some. Kind of big though. Here's another one. Yeah, this had like grayscale stuff on it, so that kind of made it hard. You can tell I have like a whole lot of different. Like, there's green in there. There's definitely green in there. I need a smaller thing with several faces on it. Is what I really need. Here I was trying to get a darker skin tone, and I really like this actually. I kind of like. It's not, it's not perfect or anything, but this is the closest I've gotten to getting a really dark skin tone. And let's see, I wrote on there what I did. Dark brown, Prisma, powder blue, powder blue, and dark brown. Seems like there'd be more than that in there. But then I used something else, like one of those kind of golden orange colors on her cheeks. Okay, where was that? Blank ones. I need to keep these out. Yeah, and I haven't done these because they're so big. It's like, I don't want to make a big accident. Oh, here was a fail. She's too red. That was like nope. That was a no. I really need to take the time to watch that video again and remind myself of. Okay, I'm gonna stop flipping through this stuff in a minute. I just wanted to see what I had in here of. I was hoping for some small empty faces, so I wouldn't have to deal with my printer again, but I'm not finding it. Okay, so you see this poor thing. I didn't even put it on the back what I did because it just was like, I think I was just disgusted. It just, no matter what I did, it wasn't getting better. But I really like this one. I wish I had done it on better paper, but I need to finish this. Yeah, I think this one turned out better than this one. But I was trying to get like different shades of African Americans in the. She's not too bad, but I know I was doing a whole lot trying to get here. So it's kind of blotchy. If you can see, and I think you can still get if you go here to ourmindfullife.com, you can get these pictures. So they're just free downloads. So maybe I need a folder of my skin tone things so I can see, did you get better? Hey, Clint. Hey, Jill. Oh, okay. Good to see everybody. Okay, so what are we going to do? See, it really helps, I think, to build up the color from the bottom, but then you got to know what you're aiming for. And I don't know what I'm aiming for. Do I ever when I color? Nope, I don't. And I feel like I should have an idea of what I'm aiming for. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to do this inside. I think. I'm going to play around. So this is Parmesan. The two colors I'm looking at that I seem to be liking the most. I'm just going to put them together and see what happens. Mocha. So Parmesan is yellow. The mocha is a very kind of neutral brown. Let me put those together, see what happens. See if I like it. I almost feel like drawing a little test face like I did on that other page. I don't know, I might be on here longer than I thought I was going to be doing all this. Where's that face I did? Where's the face? The face page. I didn't have, well, I kind of had breakfast. I just ate a bunch of crackers. Probably not good enough, but I have a pencil instead of a pen. I can't see one right off. Let's do this. We don't care about details. We're just going to give ourselves a non-threatening thing to color and see what happens. And like I'm pulling up a totally different color than what I have in my hand. I don't have to worry about being cute. This is salmon. And then, do you want me to do the mocha? I'm addicted to this mocha. Maybe it's because I didn't have enough coffee. I think I'm coloring a little too hard. But kind of figuring if I do it here, maybe I'll like it there. On the big one. Okay, she's getting a little. Ooh, it's Parmesan. I didn't. I was thinking it was the pink. Oops, we kind of messed up. Oh well. Let's write it down. I really haven't had enough coffee. I haven't even finished a whole cup. I didn't want to do that Parmesan. That was a mess up. And I gotta bring it back to. Kind of looks almost like kind of Middle Eastern, maybe Southeast Asian kind of skin tone. Now, see, I don't know how to work on the bigger page. Definitely application is going to have to be a little different, but it's that one. Huh, I'll have to remember that. Well, I wrote it down, so I don't have to worry about remember. Okay, like back to another one now. It's hard for me to draw from this angle. Whatever. Smaller face. Okay. What do I want? How did I get that? You know, do I have? I don't think I have. There's no powder blue like the Prisma powder blue. I don't think. But let's see. What's this? This is Glacier blue. And let me try the mocha. Again. Let's make it a little green. I wonder if I should try that with this one. With the page here. I think I might. There's that one. And I had the blue background, the blue undertone. I wonder. I do in mocha. Derwent. Let's not put that on here. Let's do another one. Make it bigger. Kind of like this. Another thing that I think I've come across when trying to get the same results on a different picture with the skin tone and having a different pencil is that each pencil, different pencil brand, is a different pencil brand, kind of like what's in that pigment of the pencil has a different base or something that can turn the color this way or that way from the way that you got it with the first pencil you tried it with. So that's another challenge. One thing I think with a coloring page is you can kind of, you know, let your mistakes or whatever kind of work for you in some cases. Like, um, I think like kind of like this. What was it? Like with this one, um, I wanted to push her skin tone even darker, but then it's like, no, I kind of like how it is right now, and then we'll just try for, you know, darker skin tone later. But um, like how this is like some of that blue kind of still showing itself a little bit, but not quite. So where you're doing it and where you darken, like you kind of um as you put more layers on, you're like contouring, you know what I mean? So there's some parts that you're going to leave alone and some parts that you're going to just keep adding color to. And it's knowing how far to push that. Sometimes I think that's the another challenge to the whole thing. So it's like why I'm doing another one like this is because I kind of want to push this one a little bit more. And see, this is small too, so I think that some things that I might see just on this little face, it's going to look different on a bigger face. And then that can get scary. It's like, oh no. I don't know. Faces be a challenge. Is this the cocoa bean? Oak. Oh, this is one that I don't have. I should have swatched this. Hold on 1 second. This was one that I don't think I had originally. And I was like, oh, I need to get that brown. Ooh, and it's a nice brown. And it is the one I want right now. Because if you use just the one color, you know, like say, oh, well, I want her to be this willow color, and you use just that, it's not going to have any depth to it. And it'll kind of look, I don't know, flat. Oh, yeah, this is a pencil I wanted. I notice I'm staying away from the center of the face for a reason, even though this picture doesn't have much, you know, no character. It's just a. Because actually, like on the real one, I'm going to, you know, start putting in blush and things like that. So, what is it? Oh, notification. Yeah, I think I like this. Does she have lips? I'm going to give her some lips. Just so I can figure out. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to use. Then where's is that it? Mocha, Glacier Blue, Mocha, and Oak. And a little sloppy right there. But let's see what happens. Yes, we've decided. Okay, away with that. Took me a while to figure that out. Okay, don't need those. I wonder how much Glacier Blue I got. I might need to get another one of them pencils. Every time I think I got the ones I need, I find something I don't have that I want. This is the thing that's hard for me is keeping it light. I'm going to stay away from her eyelids for now. I don't know why. That could be a mistake. I might change my mind. Well, I'm not gonna not do that part though. I think because I want to put what do you call it? Uh, eyeshadow on her. I did not intend to be doing this morning. I saw Amy's video and I was like, oh, because we learn from each other. So I really wanted to do this to see like if it would help her at all and help her figure out a way that it will work for her. Because I am there with so many things and I've been there with so many things. See how sloppy I am putting this down? It's just like it would look nicer if I didn't just go like I can't do the little circles. I just get really I'm actually really gonna I don't know. I might regret this, but I'm really gonna put that blue in here. Doing another layer. I actually practiced my piano not for long. I think it was like 15 minutes today. I'm gonna go back later today. I'm trying to working on my hand and wrist position, but my hand, fingers, and playing on the upper part of the keys, like towards the what do we call it, the backboard or whatever, because I have small hands and I find myself cheating sometimes when I'm playing and just kind of using my whole finger instead of top of my finger. I don't know. I feel like that something's wrong with that. It's not right. So when I play closer to the backboard, I have to have my fingertips on the palms of my fingers on the keys, and then I don't get these weird sloppy moves with it. So I'm starting to practice. I was practicing my scales or these exercises, these hand exercises. I was doing them with my fingers at the back of the backboard, at the back there, and that's hard. But that's my goal now is to be able to play the first four hand exercises like that. So once I have dexterity with that, I'll know I did something. Dexterity and good hand position. No pain, no pain in the wrist or anything. When I can play it like that in a healthy position and get good sound, then I'll move on to the next. It's so funny. I colored her blue. I saw somebody that I watch on YouTube every once in a while. Definitely whenever I need a good laugh. Juno Birch. And I didn't realize that she hasn't had a video on for a long time. And I didn't realize she hadn't popped up in my feed. And I guess she's been on um, TikTok and Instagram, two places I'm not really. And definitely not on TikTok and Instagram. While I have it, I'm really not that good with being on there. Um, I don't know why I keep going over with this blue, but I am. We'll find out whether this was a mistake for me to be doing this or not. But I can't seem to stop. I do kind of need to put my glasses on. Hold on one second. I need my glasses. I'm coming. Okay, 2 pairs because one of these is tinted, and I don't know if that's going to be good for coloring because I don't know. How long have we been on here? Almost an hour. Get to see me do all that fiddling around. Okay. And I might use these instead because they're not tinted. I have cheaters like all over the place. And I think sometimes they just all get together and have a meeting in one place, which is where, and it's a place I can't find them. Okay, let's see. Oh, so the reason I was talking about Juno Birch is because she always, and what I guess what caught my attention when I first subscribed to her was that she was blue. She was like this. She was like this color blue. The makeup she had on, and she looked like something like out of the 50s or something. Like she was dressed like a housewife out of the 50s, but she was all blue, and she also looks like she was from outer space or something. And then she just was hilarious. She is hilarious. And I don't know, the blue skin reminded me of that. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with the mocha. It's like 1814. Here we go. Oh, you know what? I gotta do her ears. We need her ears. Okay. Do I need this sharper? I don't know. I want to try and go light. I don't want to be too heavy-handed. See, a lot of times I'm in like a hurry up, get her done mode when I'm coloring. And so the patience to do this is not always with me. And then sometimes I'm just in the mood where that's what I want to do. I don't know. So I'm just going to build up the color, going really light. Make sure it's not blurry. And I need to close this. No, I want to close it. Why is it doing that? There we go. Trying not to overlap too much. And I think I remember making art with Mrs. M talking about like doing the outline. You work from the outside because that's really going to be the darkest part. So it's okay to keep going over the darkest part and then like, you know, so there's like this gradient, like dark on the outside and then lighter in the middle, and then you start going into doing the contouring and stuff to kind of play with it. But start on the outside, because going over that part again and again wouldn't be bad. So you go over it like now, and then like as you go further in, you're still going over this part again, but then you're doing touching new, you know, surface as you get on the inside. So you get, just like when people swatch and they do that gradient, that thing that I have trouble doing when swatching. But, or I don't want to do it because I'm like, I don't want to waste my pencil with that. I don't like swatching. Y'all know that. But sometimes, like today, it works for me. Certain things, it does work for me. I'm just doing all of this because there's not really, how much contouring is there? Not that much. So that's why here I'm just kind of filling in. I don't know what to do with the shadow. Do I color it? I don't even know. I didn't think of that. Okay. I guess I don't have to worry about that. And I see a line there. That's what you want to try not to do. Is anything like that. Okay. So I'm going to go over it some more. I'm going to start defining her cheeks a little bit. I hope this works. I want to give her a little bit of, I don't know what to do on the chin. I messed it up. It's not in the middle. So I guess we're going to cover it up for now. So now I'm kind of trying to go in and get some of the contouring of her face. Try and see that a little bit, thinking of where the light hits, where parts are raised on your face and parts are lower. Kind of trying to work that in a little bit. And going light helps so that if you make a mistake or whatever, you got room to recover. I'm going to go to the other pencil in a little bit, but I don't want to do it too soon, and I might need to just kind of step back and look, but I need to do her arms. I do everything, not just some things. Oh, this looked. I forgot her fingers. I probably should try doing a bunch of faces with markers to learn how to do that. But I just don't. I'm not a. I don't. I'm not a marker person. I think. It's like if I don't enjoy it, I don't do it. There's some things I do like doing with markers, and that's like bold and easy pictures. Which I haven't done in a while, and yeah, that's on my list, along with the gouache. Things I want to do. I shouldn't forget about contouring on her arms either. I don't know what's up with Restream's chat. It's like when I put it on the... It's so weird. I can't see it all when I put it on the... Is it because I have this on large? Is that why? They change things in here and it's kind of annoying to me. Oh my gosh, you're doing a whole lot. That's some multitasking. If you get a chance to answer, I'm asking, what you cooking today? I need to cook something. I have a piece of sausage in the fridge. I know I need to... Just one, but it's one big one, but I need to do something with it today. And I got a new pizza stone finally after my other one I had from Pampered Chef. All of a sudden just broke, but it was like, I don't know why. But I had it for, I don't know, maybe 20 years. So I guess, whatever. But you think a pizza stone, it's not going to break, but it broke. So I waited and waited because I was like, well, what kind do I want? And whatever. And then I just broke down and just bought one. Because I thought, I'm tired of thinking, I think about everything too much. It's like, just let it go. Just get one. And, so I could make pizza, but I don't really want pizza. I don't want to chew. I go to the orthodontist next Wednesday. And boy, I'm telling you, this thing they got the rubber band where they have me placing it, and the thing they have it attaching to is so just, oh my gosh, it's poking into my inner lip at the top, and the other one's poking into my inner lip at the bottom, and so even talking, it's like scraping against it, and I was like, get this thing off of me. I really hope it did what they were hoping, and I think it did because I can tell a difference with chewing. But yeah, I want them to take these things off. Okay, what's next? She looks blue. Almost looks like a sepia photograph in a way. We're going darker. We're going in. We're going in. Uh-oh. We're getting that kind of greasy slide on the pencil. I hate when that happens. This is scary. Let me do her arms a little bit because that's scaring me a little bit. I'm constantly making soup and stuff like that, but that's because I know I can eat it without too much trouble. Let's see. Okay. I'm a little carried away with that one. I wonder if seems like I keep pushing the color, pushing the color, pushing the color. Layer, 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 layer. Getting a little kind of, you can see that kind of, it's not that smooth because of how I'm putting it down. Not doing the circles. I get so impatient. Now it looks like she has hairy arms. Oh well. Do I need more mocha or do I need another brown? Or maybe could I start going pressing harder a little bit? Would that help? I think if I do it on her arms, not on her face, it doesn't look too bad. Okay. Pushing it, pushing it. Anybody has any suggestions, let me know, because sometimes you get so close to something you can't see it no more. I'm trying to kind of. To see, that's how, like, in the other picture, I got that kind of. It looks like it's almost gray underneath or something, which I wasn't mad at, but it wasn't, like, totally how I wanted it to be. But I didn't have. I don't know. I didn't have any reference point either. Oops. We did it again. Gotta watch the. Maybe that'll be her clavicle. It's almost at that point. Whatever that thing is called. Oh boy. Do I need to start putting some other color in here? I'm scared. What color would that be? Ooh, I kind of. Hmm. like it, but I'm scared. I'm scared. Child, I might only be able to do this one because I'm scared to do the bigger one. I just screwed up there. Oh, so speaking of Juno Birch, I actually posted her video from yesterday to my wall. Because I happened to see her yesterday. It's like, oh, where's she been? And she's not blue. She said she's kind of like not feeling the blue thing right now, which I mean kind of makes sense. I don't know what all that does to her skin, but it was hilarious. She looked like a cartoon character calendar. Okay, like I didn't put that down right today. I'm gonna suffer for that. I could use a blender, I suppose, to kind of blend that in. I kind of want to try and do this without that. If I can. I'm wondering if I put any red in there, is it gonna make it go the right way or what? This is the thing. Why does it always seem like I'm afraid to add a third color? It's because I often am. Let's try natural brown. See what that does. At least I can always look at this and assess it for where did I go wrong? And like that line. I almost feel like I think I have to blend it. It's just too. I could ever do a face without having to even touch the blender once. I would like that. I mean, I've done it, but then I don't like how it looks. And so now it's just like, I don't want it. Oh, but then that changed the color. And that's the danger of blending. Ciao. Totally changed the color. So you can see where I went wrong. Now she looks green or something. Which means I'd have to use red to get rid of it. Something with red in it. Really didn't want to use a blender, but oh well. Here we are. Oh, she looking goofy. Using the colorless blender. Child. Kind of wish I had left it. Too late. It's too late. Watch how you blend too. Oh, told you I ain't no pro. Here's the proof. At least I have the video to see like where what happened. What had happened was okay. So now when I did this, it looks lighter. So now I need to add another color. What color is it gonna be? I need something with shoot. Do we need to add like a purple? This might be too gray. There's this rose quartz. Okay, now we're getting too adventurous. I don't know if that's enough. This is how I wind up with so many colors on some of those faces. I was like, well, try this. We'll try this. Start off good, and then they go way left. Way left. It's so hard. I think about it. What's this one? Okay, take care, Jill. Have a good rest of your day. Using natural brown. I'm gonna turn the page so I can get a different angle. Oh, I kind of like that. Now, is that because I put the rose quartz down, or no? Oh, let's see. Now I'm dealing with that kind of the waxiness. Oops, of the pencil. I'm getting that kind of waxy graininess thing. I wonder if there's a layer I could have done without. If I should have brought in this color sooner, the natural brown, and then I wouldn't have that the waxy buildup. But this is getting closer to at least to a darker skin tone, which is what I was wanting to do. I need to do the middle of her face. Yeah, see, that wasn't exactly what I wanted to do, but that's what happened. Not too bad. As I said, I'm still learning. It's not. Faces are not easy. Not for me. Oops. Well, that was a little. All of a sudden, it just went. Ah. Am I getting braver? Am I starting to feel it? Thing is, I don't want to cover up the contouring, and I'm trying to figure out like where is, where's the light supposed to be? Okay, I didn't want to do that either. She looks like a raccoon. Well, I can always critique it later. And think about it. The process is scary. I need to write something down on this so I know what I order. Before I forget, Glacier, Blue, Mocha, Oak, Natural Brown. Maybe I'll keep trying with those same colors until I get it right. Gotta stop doing that straight line at the bottom. Why do we keep doing that? Bad habit. There is a hashtag for these, melanated skin tones or anything like that. Black History Month or anything like that. Let me know it know so I can put it in my description or whatever. Because I don't know why I'm so out of the. I'm not. I don't know. I think my brain is just so full with so much stuff I'm missing, like the hashtag information the past few months. And I like doing the hashtags so it gets other people to other people's channels and that I watch and things like that. So I don't know. I think this is kind of it. I think this is it. I mean, I still got, more to do with her face and all, but I think this is the skin tone. Oh my gosh, I forgot to do her ears. Okay, we're just like natural brown. That's it. I can't. Me can't be bothered. Me can't bother. No, me can't do it. I do want to give her eyeshadow. I love eyeshadow. I don't wear it anymore, really. But I love eyeshadow. Why did I give her puffy eyes? Can I make that work for her? Oh no. Yeah, I think I like this. Maybe I should have gone, I don't know, to the natural brown a little sooner? I don't know. Maybe it was just right. I need to show her. She got chin. She got chin. Okay, not that much chin. Oh well. Something about that side's bothering me. Keep finding myself wanting more. Mm-hmm. Kind of make her arms match, but then my arms and face don't match either, so. So you notice now I'm going in darker, harder. No more light touch. Face still looks, looks scratchy. I don't know how to. I don't know. Is that just what happens? I don't know. I think she looks good though. And I don't want to color in that white part. I don't know how much of this to do. Who knows? I might just color a bunch of faces like I did with that other one until I get more comfortable with layering them. After all, it's probably Friday Faces, right? Foxy Colorist, is it Friday Faces? Aw, look at her. Okay, she's growing on me. She's really growing on me. Or maybe I've just been looking at it too long, but she's growing on me. I like her. I gotta give her a name. She looks very Caribbean. Okay, so I think I don't want to put any makeup on her yet. I just want her. I want to be able to look at her skin for a while and see, okay, do I like it? Do I like it? And um, I gotta sit on it for a while. I'm probably gonna print up a bunch of these and do different ones because I don't know. Okay, so I think it's been an hour 37 minutes. We did the swatching of a bunch of colors, potentials for skin tones. Um, from the Derwent Chroma Flows, from Foxy Colors book Ting Nan Law. I forgot her hand. I'll do it later. I'll do it off camera. Excuse me. Color to PDF. I was trying to get a darker skin tone, and I used Glacier Blue is what I started off with. And then I used Mocha. Then I used Oak. Then I used Natural Brown. I put down a little bit of Rose Quartz, but I don't know that it really did anything. I didn't put a whole lot down, so I'm not really including that. Yeah, that's what I did. I did use a blender at one point, which might have been a mistake, but I kind of recovered from it, I think. But I would still like to try doing it without a blender, and I think possibly introducing the natural brown sooner might have helped because it has a different tone than almost has a slightly reddish undertone to it compared to the oak and the mocha. I don't know. So anyway, that's it. I hope this helps, and I should have put Amy's thing in the title, but I'll do that later on. See you all later. Have a good rest of your day.